another lost soul makes its way to my doorstep. A time of reckoning approaches, and the harvester hunts the fetch. The gathering in of the threads has commenced. Stay your blade, Warden. You would show wisdom to not test my patience. I know of the desire that lies within your heart. However, the boon you seek does not come without a price. Are you prepared to pay the cost? What you seek is an artifact known as the Everfull Cup. In my hands, it has the power to grant you the means to escape your mortal fate. In return for providing you with such a boon, my only demand is that the artifact remain in my possession at the end of our transaction. That is none of your concern. If you want your desires fulfilled, you will retrieve the cup for me. No questions asked. Evidence has come to light that the artifact was last seen in the possession of a Ferelden mercenary named Rana the Elder, about 300 years ago. Not precisely. Although it is known Rana left Ferelden to explore the uncharted territory to the south, and helped found the settlement of Cephalu. While it is possible to reach the Confederacy of Malkuth by a prolonged expedition, you will be traveling there on the pathways found at the crossroads within. The pathways are the constantly shifting passages through the Fade that link together the various planes of existence. Constructed by an ancient race of Fade Walkers, the pathways are inherently unstable and dangerous in nature, and the crossroads within is the only point from which safe travel is even possible. There are some things you are going to have to figure out yourself. Once you have entered the portal, you will not be able to return to this place unless you have successfully retrieved the Everfull Cup. The Watcher sees all things, and will inform me if you have completed your task. The words have been spoken. It is begun.
will be broken if I can reach the hut before the warden. The harvester has not yet picked up my trail. If we act quickly, the reaping may yet be prevented. We always known that this dark day would come eventually, but I had hoped we had more time to prepare.
We go to our deaths willingly, Lord Fetch.
Without you, we would be nothing.
Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Prepare yourselves, brethren. I sense the Midlothian's magic at work. Delay the warden for as long as possible. We will meet again in the Fade. Die well, my brothers.
On your guard! Only one shall kill! Enough! Let's make this quick! Back! Here comes trouble! Not be defeated. On it. Defend yourself!
I have lived this moment before. I will live this moment again. There is no death. There is no life. I did not choose the path of destruction. Your actions have chosen it for me.
Let's get started.
I never liked this part. You should run while you can. Alright, stay still. It is then.
I must.
I'll try to be merciful.
No mercy.
We must have victory.
Come now, defend yourself!
Watch out!
Now we go into battle.
Make him
Right.
praised.
Let's get started.
Trap right ahead. Let's make this quick.
I'll defeat it one.
Show me what you've got!
Excellent!
Excellent!
Be
Not be
praised.
defeated!
On it. Careful, these creatures look a mite upset. This should be easy enough. Right.
Fighting more dying, blast you! On your guard! Only one shall stand!
Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
Watch out!
Weapons at the ready!
Let's make this quick.
Is that all you've got?
Survive while you can.
As you do. On it.
Get me on.
On it.
On your guard!
As you wish.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
This should be easy enough.
Less fighting, more dying, blast you!
Brilliant!
Right.
You're mine!
Now we go into battle. Careful, these creatures look a mite upset.
Alright, battle it is then.
On your guard!
Watch for the beasts.
Is that all you got? Come now, defend yourself! Tear them apart! Aha!
Let's make this quick.
On your guard! You will not fear me!
This should be easy enough. As you wish.
Hold, stranger! Who are you, and what is your business here? Greetings. I am Investigator Mott. Great Wardens in Malkuth. Something we have not seen in some while, I think. You are welcome here, but I ask that you do not interfere with my duties. I am sentencing this Maleficar. If you will bear with me for a few moments, then we will be able to speak.
You have as much right to sentence me as a beetle has to tell the wind to stop blowing.
Silence, Maleficar! You compare yourself to a force of nature? The Panopticon will quickly reveal just how laughably untrue that is. The thin strings of knowledge pulled from your mind will be used only to capture and tame other creatures like you. You are a blasphemy in the eyes of the Maker.
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side.
Fine with me.
Of course, Grey Warden, but I ask that you be brief. We discovered this man and his master Hersig in the tower over there. They were attempting to bring some kind of demon into this world, and were using the blood of innocents in their foul ritual. Hersig escaped. In the commotion, Hersig activated a pillar, a magical device of some kind, and had summoned a large group of undead warriors which overwhelmed us. I think most of my comrades were all killed in the fight that followed. Yes. I caught and dragged this wretch from the tower to put him into custody, but as I did so, he placed mystical wards on the tower. I am now unable to get back in to search for survivors. It is rare for a stranger to offer help to another in Malkuth, and you have my heartfelt thanks. You could try and convince this wretch to remove the wards on the tower. I could then discover if any of my comrades still lived.
Well, well. Could it be that the forgotten armpit of Malkuth has finally found a savior? Welcome to the miserable isolation that is Cephalu. I hope your stay is a pleasant one. What am I saying? My apologies. Gallows humor. Although I'm not sure why I should tell you, my name is Thazulak, and this is Cephalu, a town in serious need of salvation. Those who arrive here relatively unscathed are obviously to be reckoned with. The townsfolk will see you as champions, of a sort. You will no doubt be inundated with requests for help and information. I confess, I am rather disappointed I won't witness all the, fun. If I do, the Confessors will gain control of the Leth, and there is nothing on this earth that would induce me to let that happen. You would not wish it either, I can promise you that. The Leth is a creature of the Fade, given physical form by mages of the Tevinter Imperium almost 2 millennia ago. It is a creature of enormous power, brought into being with the sole purpose of hunting and killing demons, and is reputably capable of destroying even the strongest of them. It was bound by a long succession of sorcerers and mages who used it as a bodyguard. My master acquired it in his turn after a duel of magic almost 20 years past. It can only be summoned and controlled by blood magic, which is why it has remained dormant for so long. My master felt that the demon plaguing Cephalu was a great enough threat to warrant its use. And so, he took the decision to awaken it, One he did not make lightly, I can assure you. No. The Confessor's raid on us saw to that. We were not able to complete the last part of the ritual, which is why I sealed the tower. Whoever completes the ritual will gain control of the Leth. The Confessors will use it for their own ends, and I assure you that that would have far-reaching consequences. I would rather die than let that happen. All right. I will agree to help you on one condition. You must convince the Confessor to let me accompany you into the tower. I must finish what my master and I began. The question is moot. You have no choice but to trust me. Only I can help you remove the wards, and I won't unless I can accompany you.
You were successful? What? The wretch is brazen in his scheming. He will no doubt have his own plan in this. I am not certain. Very well then, but be on your guard, Grey Warden. I do not know what will await you in the tower, and the mage will invariably try to escape somehow. And if he slips from your grasp, I will have no choice but to sentence you as well.
Indeed.
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 Indeed. Careful! Spiritual reserve!
Time for some fun!
You should run while you
Let's get
can.
started.
You should run while you can.
Desperation is an ugly perfume! Let's get started. You're getting sloppy!
All right, then.
Oh no!
Right away.
I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes. Is that all you've got? I got it!
I shall.
It's either you or me, and it isn't gonna be me! Here we go! Desperation is an ugly perfume! Move and parry, strike and kill! Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
Maker!
Let's get started.
It's not our day to die.
Yeah, that's right. What did I tell you?
No,
Dismount yourself!
I tried to be polite to grandmothers.
Right.
Push them back! Maker's breath! I never liked this part.
Excellent!
You've done well.
No quarter! Right.
Oh, you are fun what you are.
This should be easy enough.
You forced our hand.
You're getting sloppy! On it. How about you? On your guard! Time for some fun! Let's get started. Right.
You should run on.
Attack!
Hold up.
Yes.
This should be easy enough. On it.
Behold, the Leth. There stands the most feared demon hunter that has ever walked the face of this earth. My master must have conjured that protective barrier in order to ensure the Leth would remain undisturbed until we were able to complete the ritual. Imagine what you could accomplish with the Leth fighting at your side. Even an archdemon itself would be hard-pressed to destroy such a powerful creature. Before you return me to captivity, I have a proposition I'd like to discuss with you. With my master gone, I am now the only mage in all of Malkuth who possesses the knowledge and skill to awaken the Leth. If the Confessors are permitted to take me to the Panopticon, they will be able to pull that knowledge from my head through torture. Then they will use the Leth to control all of Malkuth. They will enforce their codes and beliefs on all. I, for one, am not willing to let that happen. If you secure my freedom, I will not only swear you my allegiance, but I will awaken the Leth and turn control of it over to you, to use as you wish for your cause. The simplest way to free me is to kill the Confessor. I was merely pointing out the path of least resistance. If you can convince him without resorting to violence, it's all the same to me. I will watch the negotiations with interest.
This should be easy enough.
I see you've returned safely from the tower. Did you find any survivors? Any of my men? It is as I suspected. I mourn for them, but I owe you my thanks, my friend. And what of the apostate? Were you able to control him? Oh? What? What makes you think I would agree to such an outrageous request? In any case, I cannot. I have sentenced him, and I am not able to undo that.
Conscripted, huh? In practice, we can't conscript too often without hurting our cause. Best not to let that happen again.
By the Maker. Strange times indeed. But you are quite correct. As a Grey Warden, you do have the authority. I'm not sure my superiors will be happy with this, however. I suppose as a Grey Warden, he will still be of use in the fight against the evils of this world. I just hope you know what you are doing. My superiors will not be happy with this turn of events. You are treading a fine line, Grey Warden. But you are correct. You have the authority. I do not like this. I suggest you mind yourself and your companions during your time in Malkuth, Grey Warden. Lest the next time we cross paths, I have less patience and more right to challenge you. Well, good luck with him, Grey Warden. May the Maker look favourably upon you and your endeavours. Who knows, perhaps we will meet again. Well, I should go and inform my superiors of this. I am not sure they will be very pleased. Take care, Grey Warden. May the Maker watch over you. I hope one day we will meet again.
As agreed, I will now finish the ritual to awaken the Leth. But before I can do that, there is a matter which needs to be addressed. I require a final catalyst in order to complete the ritual. If I am honest, it is because that some might consider this last ingredient rather, awkward to obtain. As I said earlier, the Leth is activated and controlled through the use of blood magic, and I remind you that you are content to reach this stage of the proceedings fully aware of that fact. The ritual continues in a similar vein, but goes a step deeper. It can only be completed through the blood of a true innocent, a young child, who must be sacrificed on my master's altar. Perhaps with time and resources, I could work out another way. But there are no guarantees. Besides, I would not waste such an effort on such a thing so simply resolved right now with just a blade.
Perhaps it's time to settle this for good.
You are being weak and narrow-minded. Using the Leth would not only benefit this community, but could further your cause if only you had the foresight and resolution to use it. Think of the power at your disposal, of what you could achieve. You could aid hundreds, thousands even, perhaps even end the Blight, all for the blood of one child. Any atrocity you feel you have committed here will be repaid and forgiven countless times over if you do this thing. Good. Then when you have composed yourself, we will proceed. You will not regret your decision, I assure you.
What? I just don't know how you could do it, how you could make that decision. You don't care what anyone thinks.
You are a weak, stupid fool. I cannot afford to have knowledge of the Leth revealed to anyone before I can finish the ritual. You leave me no choice. You will die for your lack of vision.
Ooh, how dramatic. It is done.
Right.
As agreed, I will now finish the ritual to awaken the Leth. But before I can do that, I require a final catalyst. If I am honest, it is because that some might consider this last ingredient rather, as I said earlier, the ritual continues in a similar vein, but goes a step deeper. Perhaps with time and resources.
Perhaps it's time to...
You are being weak and... Think of the power at your disposal, of what you could achieve. You could aid hundreds, thousands even. Any atrocity you feel you have committed here will be good. Then when you have composed yourself, we will...
What? I just don't know how you could do it, how you could make that decision. You don't care what anyone thinks.
The child my master intended to use was obviously killed in the fighting. She could not have escaped without my notice. It is obviously important to find a child who will not be missed. And I have the perfect candidate. There is a sickly orphaned urchin that makes its home near the Legion offices. The townsfolk will assume that it must have died of starvation or illness if it disappears. The difficulty will be luring it away from the Legion office. There are always 1 or 2 guards posted outside, and we do not want attention from them. All you need to do is persuade it to come to the tower. You will have no need to perform the sacrifice. I will take care of that.